Hi, my name is Claire Mockridge and I'm an Ante and Postnatal Fitness Expert, and today I'll be showing you how to self-check your abdominals. You may know that your abdominals actually during pregnancy sometimes lengthen and separate, so that in some instances it's quite possible that your abdominals have actually made a little bit of a separation just around this sort of belly button site. Now there's two sort of areas that we need to test, above the belly button and also below the belly button as well. Just in this sort of kneeling position here, I'm just going to kind of show you, because essentially what we want to try and do is actually make sure that you place your fingers this way and also this way here as well. Okay, so the fingers aren't going horizontally, they're going definitely vertically down the abdominals when we test them. Now I'm just going to pop myself onto my back, so if you'd like to follow the same way that I fold myself down. So I'm going to put as less pressure on my abdominals as possible as I roll onto my back, so walking the hands under the shoulders and then come down onto your side, knees stay narrow, engage the core or pelvic floor muscles, rolling over onto your back nice and slowly. So I kind of use my arms to steady myself, and that's kind of really the safest way of moving myself into position. Can you see my legs are bent? And we'll now place the fingertips. You can either do this sort of above your clothing or on your skin yourself. Generally when I'm testing it, I can, on an individual, on a new mum for example, I generally just do it over clothing, but you might want to do this sort of skin to skin. So as I said, the fingertips need to go towards your pubic bone. So I'm testing just above the belly button site first. I'm just going to move this hand out of the way so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So next thing I would ask you to do is just relax the shoulders, and it's an out breath as you do a little baby sit up. So you breathe out and then bring your chest and shoulders off the floor, and then breathe back in as you lower. So again, breathe out as you sit up. And what we're trying to test here or feel is just a little separation, a little ridge, perhaps where the abdominal muscles kind of meet just above your belly button, to sort of see if there's any sort of grab or any sort of laxity, I suppose, really in between those muscles and what the actual gap there is. Okay. You also need to test below the belly button as well. So just stare down at your stomach there, place your fingertips in position. Same scenario again. So out breath as you sit up. And I'm just sort of wobbling my fingers across and then breathing back in. So all I'm doing is just that sort of movement across the little ridge there. Again, I'm breathing out as I sit up and then breathe back in as I lower. Now, if you find that there's a little gap there of more than, say, sort of 2 fingers width, then I'm just going to move myself back up into seated whilst I'm talking to you here. So if you want to move yourself as well, so just push the palms under the shoulders and then come back up to a seated position. So if you find that there is a slight gap in your abdominals of more than 2 fingers width, then I would suggest that you perhaps contact me, and then I can perhaps refer you on to someone that can actually address that. Certainly Pilates-based exercise is the way forward as far as sort of fixing any misalignment with the abdominals. So if you want to perhaps get in touch with me to ask any questions about abdominal separation, then please do, and I'll either give you some exercises to do at home, or refer you on to someone that can actually assist you and do a sort of proper check, just like what I've just done there. And obviously if you are a client of mine already and you would like me to test your abdominals, then just ask me before or after class, or even if you had babies years ago and you're attending my mainstream classes and you're just not really sure whether you still have an abdominal separation, it's great practice for me to test as many abdominals as I can. So please feel free again just to ask me if you would like me to test your abdominals before or after a mainstream class as well. And as I say, any questions, do come forwards, more than happy to help, and thanks very much for watching.